Wait,
Hello, we're here. We're alive. We exist. Welcome to the Five Idiots podcast. This is episode 1. I am here with my co-host John. Say hi, John.
Hello, everybody.
Here with Austin. Say hi, Austin.
Hello.
We're here with Tyler. Say hi, Tyler.
We're rolling.
And Ted. We're here with Ted too. Hi, Ted. Say hi, Ted.
Banana. Wait, no. Sorry, I'm panicking.
Somebody's nervous.
Panic for saying hi.
I mean,
Just put on the spot.
God, you must not
Hey,
do well in
Put on
crowds.
the spot, man.
no, I
You
don't.
must not
I
do well in
honestly
crowds.
don't. No, I don't.
I'm Sky, and let's get right into this.
Wait, guys. Wait, are you sure we're rolling?
Are we
Yeah,
rolling?
I'm pretty sure
Are
I'm
you sure?
rolling. I'm
All
pretty
right, do you
sure.
pinky promise?
The button says what does it mean if I press the button that says stop recording?
Oh,
It's
don't
not
push
recording.
that.
Don't
No,
go.
can't
down.
push that
I
one.
mean,
Don't push that.
It's really tempting. It's
Don't-
it's
don't-
big and it's red.
Oh, no.
Don't.
You know, Austin, we're not there to stop you, so you just do you.
All
You
right.
stop
do
it. I'm
you.
gonna be
Thank you
very
for
upset.
attending the Five Idiots podcast. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
That's it. There's no more.
That's it.
That's it. Episode 1's done, boys.
Minute long.
That's all it is.
our first episode.
No,
was
like,
5
serious
minutes of
question,
us
though.
just asking, "Are we rolling?"
Anyway,
Serious,
what's up?
serious question though. Is my mic okay? Like, does it sound okay? Does it sound like
Yeah,
loud
it
enough?
sounds
Like
fine.
louder than before?
I mean,
You sound fine for me.
Everything
I
sounds
can
pretty
hear
good.
fine.
Big poggers, big mommy
Hell yeah.
milker pog.
Okay, I didn't
Anywho.
like that.
So,
You don't like a lot of things, Ted. You live in
I
Puerto
know.
Rico.
Yo, that doesn't prove anything, John.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anyway.
I
so
fucking-
there's really no theme for this episode specifically. So we're just gonna kind of bullshit, see what happens, and see if you guys like it.
I mean, there's the Carson thing
Real
that's
quick,
going on.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
That kind of blew up
Oof.
overnight, man.
that is a spicy topic. I was
Follow our
actually
Twitter.
for a while, following it, and I saw it when there was around like 40,000 tweets. I checked recently. There's about 210,000 trending tweets with Carson in the name about the Carson situation. And basically, if you guys don't know what the Carson situation is, popular YouTuber Callmecarson was recently caught and exposed by 2 of the Lunch Club members. I believe it was Ted Navision and Travis.
No, it was Noah and
for-
Travis.
It was Noah and Travis, thank you. And he basically got caught sexting and basically grooming a 17-year-old girl when he was 19. And some of the things. Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
I'm sorry. What?
You haven't been catching up on the. All right, we'll fill you in later. We'll fill you in as it goes. But basically,
he's not
some of the
trending
things-
anymore. I just want to say that.
he's not.
No.
Oh shoot, I still have yet to check. But some of the things that I saw when I was scrolling through the trending tab with Carson's name, a lot of people were trying to defend him, and I just want to kind of get your guys' thoughts on it because I have my thoughts. I'll share it after your guys's. But what are your guys' thoughts on it?
I mean, I saw a thing about like Critical talking about it. Like
Yeah, I saw that too.
17, 19, that's not that bad. That's not a pedophile or anything.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's.
I
the
think
age
I think
gap.
it was more of like a power thing.
Yeah, I was
Like,
about to say.
Carson
no, that's
obviously
the
had
thing.
more power over said fan, and was
Yeah.
using that, and that was just not okay.
Like I said, recently I've been more active on Twitter because I want to, now that we're doing this podcast, I need to have topics, and Twitter is the best place for topics.
Mhm.
And one of Charlie's tweets actually went viral. Well, not really viral, like same amount of traction that he usually gets. But a person called Charlie out saying that he was defending basically child porn and grooming. And Charlie said, okay, that's not what I said. Because I believe he was very uneducated about the whole situation. And he said that from what he saw, it was just a 17 and a 19-year-old. And he was like, I think he said something along the lines of, if all 2-year apart, 2-year gap relationships were like illegal, a lot of high schoolers would be thrown in jail. And he was like, now that I know what's going on, yeah, no, I don't support it. So, I mean, it's just, it kind of, I wouldn't say it humbles you because it's really not that it doesn't really humble you. It just makes you sit and think like some people that you look up to aren't the type of people, or
Well-
like aren't the people that you think.
Well, at first it was blown way out of proportion because people thought it was
Yeah.
pedophilia, and
Yeah.
which it's really not. It's an abuse of power, is more
Mhm.
Yeah,
what
it's just
it is.
it's just a power complex thing.
It's a god complex to say.
I heard when I was scrolling through a little bit deeper into the Carson thing. Apparently, Carson came out about it with to the Lunch Club members back in around March. So just to give you that about of time frame that it's taken to come out with it, it happened like he came out with it last March, and apparently Charlie, aka Slimesicle, when he first found out and was told about what Carson did, big props to Charlie. He cut all ties with Carson, and not only that, he actually went to the law. He actually went to the proper authorities, trying to see if he could get this like legally sorted. Because, obviously, like from what I saw, it was also a bunch of guilt tripping. Like he was like, "It stresses me out talking to you. Like I don't know if this is good for me." And then it like you guys said, it was a big power thing. So at that point, 19 and a 17-year-old, it crosses the line between legal and illegal. I mean,
Like,
honestly,
I think at that point it was just riding the line of it.
right? Like, if
Right.
anything, it's like a tightrope walker. Like,
Yeah.
you either it's like dipping into the legal side, and then there's facts that come out that make it illegal, and then something surfaces, and now it's legal again. It's just this teeter totter.
Yeah.
I just think that whole case scenario will take a little bit to like figure out in most cases, because like you guys are saying,
yeah.
in my case, I didn't know about this, because in my case, I don't really watch most of his videos at all, honestly. I try to, but I just don't for some reason. I pay attention to most other things, and also I was working, and then out of nowhere, I see TikTok blowing up about Callmecarson, and I'm like, wow, okay. I went to YouTube and I found the video with the whole dialogue and stuff, and I'm like, holy shit!
So as I was like browsing Twitter, while I was at work today, I was browsing Twitter, and Pyro, or no, I guess this was this morning. Pyro was trending.
Yeah,
as
it was
well.
this morning.
Yeah.
And
Oh, dude, there were
apparently there were the same allegations between him when he was 19. He was sexting a 17-year-old, and this and that. Then his version of grooming was very different, but they're being very much so like compared to each other. So I think it's just going to end up as like a Pyro situation. Like it's going to be a forgive and forget, because
I don't think so. With the way that,
but with the
with
way
the
that he
way
was
that
talking,
Twitter-
yeah.
No, I'm saying like it's not going to be a forgive and forget, because much like the mini lad situation,
No, God.
the Twitter is not a very forgiving place. And if there's already 210,000 people tweeting about you, I don't think there's a way you can come back from that. Now, the last that I saw, I believe it was several hours ago, someone actually posted a subgraph, and it showed that Carson over the past couple days lost 70,000 subscribers on his YouTube, and I'm like, it's like what do you do to come back from that? Like, there's this is something that's going to be on basically your moral record for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That-
It's
Gonna
insane.
follow him. Because
yeah.
on the internet, Twitter is judge, jury, and executioner.
Oh, 100%.
pretty much.
That's why
I
call it
always
an
make the
abyss.
joke that I always make the joke of there's no way you can please Twitter. There will always be someone who gets mad. But in this scenario, everybody has the right to be mad, especially the person especially the victim who props to them, because if they just kept downplaying this could have honestly just been forgotten, and that victim would have had to live with what Carson did for the rest of their life without, speaking out about it until it's
Twitter-
way later down the road, and then people get mad at the victim saying oh, why didn't you come out with this sooner? Don't ever get mad at the victim.
Right.
Verbal retweet.
Okay, this might be kind of off topic, but not really. But sometimes in other cases, most people think, oh, this bitch was sexting this other fuck. It's his fault.
Right.
But when it comes to some things, I'm just casually scrolling through Instagram, and I just feel like sometimes it's not like their fault because I don't know how I came across this, but I am in a 14-year-old's account. She has over 1.2 million followers,
Oh, yeah.
and she's just taking these pics that like a 20-something-year-old would take, and I'm like, bro, you're 14. Where's your mother?
Right.
Like,
That's
where's
one
your
thing that
mother? You have 1.1 million
Your
people
mother?
jerking off to you, and you're 14.
Where is your mother?
Like, it's not okay.
That's the
And for
one
some
thing
reason,
that
she's ripped. Like,
this is
I don't. God.
going to be the most boomer thing I'm going to say tonight.
Haha,
This is
boomer.
why I kind of like hate this like generation of kids.
Okay, boomer.
Because like they grew up. No. They grew up with the idealization of unrealistic body types and what you have to be in the media if you want to get famous, and everybody wants to get famous. So they have to do these certain things that
The worst thing is it's
basically
working.
they grew up on, and that's the sad thing.
Thank you,
It's
Ted.
working.
Yeah.
That's the
Shut
actual
up, Ted.
sad thing. It's
Shut up,
fucking
Ted.
Yo! You gotta attack me like that, man.
I kind of want to see
God
what
damn.
Tyler's got to think of this. Think of what's going on.
Yeah, Tyler, you haven't spoken
What's up?
yet.
Yeah, Tyler
Yeah.
hasn't said anything.
So I'm just like taking all this in because I really didn't look into it like a lot. I just was mainly just taking everything in as of right now. And with the amount of publicity that Carson already had at his like 3.3 million subscribers
Let me check.
on YouTube, and him just taking this and going with it is gone way out of proportion. Like, yes, it is a 2-year age gap. Technically, the relationship is legal if both parties are consenting to it. But with as much power and as big of an audience as Carson has, it's too far almost.
Right.
No one that has that much power and that large of a following should have to be exposed like this, given it's completely necessary because it's inappropriate
Now
for
take.
it
Go
to
ahead.
be like under 18. Like with her being under 18, I completely understand how it could be like very, very, very wrong,
Right.
and
Now-
him being above age.
Now take this into consideration. Carson has 3.3, now under 3.3 million subscribers, and he lost about 70K.
Yeah.
Imagine the devastation of Mini Lad's account. Basically, I'm gonna fill everybody in on the Mini Lad situation.
That was justified. What happened to
Oh,
Minnie
that
was
one's justified.
Yeah.
So,
Was it?
basically what happened was, yes. So basically what happened not too long ago, a big YouTuber by the name of Minilad, I think it was a couple victims actually came out and said
there was
that
there were several.
Minilad groomed and sexted these two women, and he actually went as far as to using suicide as a means to get those things from them. And when it came out, I believe Minilad or Carson is doing what Minilad did, where Minilad ignored it for the longest time until finally he came out with an apology, and that apology, trash. Like, there were so many cuts and it didn't just feel genuine. And then after that, it wrecked his channel even worse. The like to dislike ratio has been nuts. Like, I think his newest apology video is like somewhere around like 55K
50,
likes.
51,000 likes, 111,000 dislikes. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, so it's like almost like a 45-55 ratio of just like to dislike.
Look now to see what it is.
And,
he has no description on it.
He has no description on it, but that one I feel was better, but it was too late at that point. It was honestly too late. Like there is really nothing that you could do. And I feel like Carson's going to do the same thing. With the way that Carson is, I feel like when things get serious, he gets serious. But other than that, he makes jokes out of everything, and he tries to like, push it along, like delay the inevitable. And I can't even believe I'm going to say this. I actually watched Keemstar's video on it today.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, like I said, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm gonna have to side with Keem on this one because Keem took to Twitter and was like, "Look, he like tagged Callmecarson." Let me pull up the tweet. If you guys want to say anything, then just let her loose, bud.
All right, so I'm looking at the mini lad apology video right now, and it's at 51,000 likes to 111,000 dislikes.
That is terrifying.
And the whole video
it's just
wasn't
when
really
it-
even
when
an
it comes-
apology.
Yeah.
It was just like, I'm sorry you guys
This is
found out
basically
about
the
this.
summary.
It's
That's pretty
not
much
even
what
like,
it
I'm
was.
sorry that it happened. It's, I'm sorry that you guys
The
found
whole
out.
summary-
My
Video
fault.
summarized. Oopsie.
Literally.
I was literally about to say that. The video summarized, oh shit, I fucked up, YOLO. And then just, that's it.
Everyone, yeah, you did.
So
Yeah.
something that I just found out that I guess I just overlooked on accident. There was another victim in the Carson case.
Oh, really?
I have no doubt.
Somebody by the name of Copycat on Twitter said May through June 2019 started when he shared my grad photo on Insta on May 22nd. This is all I have. I was 17 at the time of these exchanges, and he was 20. There's more, but the IG account I had was deleted last year. I wish I had said something sooner. And basically, it was Carson DMing her on Snapchat, basically making like it was just more guilt tripping. It was a bunch more guilt tripping, and Keem actually privately messaged Copycat asking if nudes were exchanged, and Copycat responded with yes on Snapchat. So like at this point, there's no way you're coming back from that. But the
Yes, a child
tweet,
pornography case.
the tweet in question that I'm talking about right now. Hold on, it is. Sorry, like I said, if you guys want to keep talking, just go ahead.
Bro, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck this year. I'm just gonna fill out a browser's form and I'm just gonna work for them. That's it. I'm done.
Hey, bro,
I'm
2020. Hey, bro, 2022 is our year. It's
I'm
been
done.
5 days.
I already
2021
fucked up.
and
2022 looking pretty nice.
Yeah,
2022 my
looks
year.
good. So you know what? I'm just gonna fuck it up
2077
even
is
more.
my
I'm
year,
gonna
not
fill up a
Cyberpunk's.
I'm gonna fill up a Brazzers account, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna fill up a Brazzers fucking forms, and I'm just gonna work for them. I don't care at this point.
So I found not only one, but both of the tweets that were in question of that I was talking about. Keem tweeted like a day ago, so like yesterday. Dear at Callmecarson YouTube, I am currently editing a hashtag drama alert with allegations that you were sexting your underage fans. So you have a statement, like he's basically calling out Carson, saying like, do you have like any response to this? And like. I think it was still last night. Yeah, it was still last night because I remember seeing it right before I went to bed. Keem tweeted about a couple hours after that. So at Callmecarson YouTube, by now you absolutely must. So this was around when like the trending tab was around 50K in his name.
Mhm.
So at Callmecarson YouTube, by now you absolutely must know what's going on. I need a statement. And at this point, I would just give Keem what he wants. Like, whether it's tomorrow or like right now, whether
Carson
you're
does
editing
need
it,
to say something, or he's gonna start pulling a mini lad.
whether you're editing it and it's like rendering out now or it happens tomorrow, it needs to be sometime within this week. Because after this week, people will think that you're just ducking it and that you're just like trying to brush it off. And in some situations, I would say, like obviously not situations like this, but like if you got like canceled for something, sort of like a minor, kind of like, oh, I did this, and like it's something that you genuinely regret to like a passion, and it's not something that would like that's like life like destroying. I would say try your best to move on from this. You definitely can, but at this point, it would be like either respond or your channel's screwed. At this point, either respond or you're just done.
I mean, now it's saying that there's two. He's screwed either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, who's to say? Who's to say there aren't more? You know, because like if Carson did this with 2, who's to say he didn't do it with 4, with 8? You know, with more, with
I'm seeing a pattern here.
742.
I'm seeing a pattern here. Insert Caterino joke.
Oh my god! You did not just make a Katarina
All
joke.
right. We just went
Funny
there.
story, actually.
Technically,
Funny
I
story.
didn't.
Funny story.
Technically.
Keemstar tweeted out, like in the middle of those 2 tweets I told you about, saying like, "So we can all like agree now that Good Guy Fitz is looking really good right now."
Anyway, I mean that's all that I know of the Carson situation. I don't know
Yeah,
if anyone
that's
else.
really
knows
all I know.
more. That's all I got on it.
Yeah, no, that's all.
Right now, it's what 2. It's basically like a day and a half, like in the process. There's still like, whether it's to the end of the week or the end of the month, this thing can grow to such unmeasurable proportions, and more info can come out, more whatever can come out.
Nice breathing.
So we might
Tyler.
end up talking about this on another episode.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
In the future,
anyway. Hold on.
Anyway,
Are we rolling?
Whoop. I don't know, man.
I pressed the red
Are we
button.
rolling?
I pressed the
Okay.
red button.
Damn
Oh
it.
my god!
Okay, to change something a little bit, have you guys heard of this new gaming company that popped out? It's called Bugha, Bugha, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Bugha.
Bugha.
Bugha. Yeah.
Bugha,
I haven't heard
whatever.
anything about that.
I have not.
No, it's this like cheap ass like little game
Yeah.
company. They just
I've heard
sell
that
like
they're, like-
headphones, mouse pads, keyboards, stuff like that.
I've heard that their keyboard is like a ripoff of like the Ducky 1-2 Mini or something.
No, it is. Here's the thing. You know where you can buy these? You can buy them in
Amazon.
Five Below. You
Oh,
know those
really?
stores?
Yeah, it's not
From
good
Five
quality.
Below, you can literally buy these in there.
Coming from some. Hold on.
They have Cherry Amex Reds.
No, they got headphones. They have a sound
John, don't say
system.
it.
They got a mouse pad. They got a mouse, and they got a keyboard. And I think they're gonna come up with a monitor, which I'm guessing it's gonna be like $10.
24 hertz.
This could be like an 8 hertz. Nah, it's gonna
Sorry,
be like 8 hertz.
Not even 8
Mom
hertz. It's gonna be
came
like
in,
13
something.
frames.
Coming from somebody who used to religiously watch tech review like videos, I can tell you the Bugha like brand, like it's literally just an absolute waste of money. Like if you buy a Bugha
I mean, it's
keyboard, you're
$5,
immediately in
so,
debt. Like that's how bad
Yeah.
it is. You're immediately like 10K in debt.
Even have a mouse.
You
which
buy
I'm not gonna lie. The mouse looks pretty lit, and also the headphones.
Oh yeah.
But they're like this cheap ass plastic that you find in McDonald's toys. That like the moment you press
I
the
don't know. Those
button
McDonald's
or
toys,
some
they be
switch,
holding up.
they just break or snap.
Those things are
No.
fucking immortal.
Sky, don't
I
know.
agree.
Come on, man. I was taking a hit for
You-
my views. Come on, you can't do that shit.
You buy a Bugha brand product, and the IRS just shows up at your house and throat chops your mother. That's how bad the quality is.
What a description of how shitty a product is.
Imagine
They just
your
pull up to your house. And all you hear
imagine your product is so garbage. The government comes up and karate chops your mother. That's how bad it is.
FBI agents pull
They
up
let you
and
keep the keyboard. They just come
thing up.
throat punch your mom.
It's like,
No,
it's like
not
that
even
meme
that,
video.
not even that.
They just
They
kick down your door, throw punch your mom, and leave.
No, it's
No,
it's
they
like that
show up
meme
at your
video
door
where they
with
all
basically
like
like
break
a-
into your
Wait,
house.
can I? Hey, John, I have a question. What if I don't have a mom?
They just punch you at that point. They just
Yeah.
like, they do it twice.
Uh-oh.
That's completely
Like
fair.
one for you, one for your not there mother.
I just
One for the
imagine
keyboard
out of
and one
nowhere,
for not
they
having a mom.
just know.
Just adding
They
insult
just
to
know that you
injury.
don't. They just punch you. What was that for? Because you bought the
Every-
keyboard. They punch you.
Every
What was that for? Because you don't got a mom. They
every
bully you.
single time they hit you, you're trash. Your little dog water. I've boxed you.
Your dog water? I boxed you?
Dog
Free
water?
Wi-Fi.
Free
Free
Like
Wi-Fi.
Fortnite?
I'm not
Get
gonna
one
lie.
pumped?
I actually
Freer than McDonald's Wi-Fi?
managed to find a store that sells bugga products and stuff, or whatever you want to call them. This man is selling these headphones for $35.
You are
Bruh.
that is highway robbery. That's literally lucrative.
Whoa, $35 for the headphones.
That's lucrative.
$87 for the stereo system.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my
54 for the
God.
mouse pad, and
That's
7
disgraceful. That's disgraceful.
and he's selling this thing called a Game Gear, a Bugga Game Gear, and he's selling you everything for like 200.
No, that
Why?
pack should be like 120. That pack should be like 120.
Bitch, that pack should be $20.
No,
What the
not
fuck
20
you talking
bucks.
about?
Like it's a keyboard, it works. It's a microphone, mouse, whatever, it works. It should at least be like throw some
Yeah, it
flashy
works
colors
for
on
the
there,
first
boom,
5
like 100
minutes.
bucks.
Put a
It
color
works for
on
the
it or
first
something.
5
I
minutes.
don't
Then
know.
when you click the mouse just you just hear this. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, you see, if you put a flashy
Finger
color on it,
pointing.
Austin wouldn't be able to see it.
Hey,
Right?
Listen.
No, Austin, are you colorblind?
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin's colorblind.
Idiot.
Wow. Thanks.
Damn.
Yeah, how do you know I have LEDs in my room if you can't fucking see color?
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
Fucking wacko.
My PC is
Absolute
just
buffoon.
my PC case is just completely irrelevant.
Wait, that
You know
means
what that means?
that means
That
my
means every
gaming
time-
ceiling lamp, he just can't see it.
Yeah, no, I just
That
He
means
can't.
can't see
every
my
time
gaming
Austin-
ceiling titty.
That
It's
means
just not there.
You're basically saying Austin can't see light. That means he goes outside and it's always nighttime.
Yeah.
That'd be
He can
awesome.
look directly at.
I'd
He
love
can
that.
look directly at the.
Bro,
he
that
can
would
look
be amazing.
He can look directly at the sun and not be phased.
I could do that anyway.
How the fuck can you do that? I don't know, bitch. I'm colorblind. I can't see light.
I'm colorblind. I can't
see.
see anything.
I can't hear you. It's too dark in here.
You know, there's some things that I wish you wouldn't say, and that's one of them.
I
Big
hated
joke.
that.
Oh God! But no, like,
No.
why is the Bugga box? Why is the Bugga game box $200? Does he like cough on every box? Like, I made this
Have my
myself.
corona.
Bro, I actually managed to test the headset
Yeah.
because one of my friends bought it. He bought it for 15, and I'm like, okay, sure. I didn't know at the time that you can buy these in Five Below for like $3, but
Right.
They're selling online for
just-
80.
out instead of actual like implemented headphones, they're like small speakers.
What the
They're not-
fuck?
Okay,
Noise
cancellation. As you guys might know, headphones work because it's concentrated noise, so it sounds
Yeah.
real. You can't hear
That's how you
But
get.
it's
That's how you get
focused
3D sound.
into your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to those headphones, they're fucking speakers. They're like small speakers, so it sounds really.
Oh, they're like
It sounds
old like
ratchet.
Bose headset, like those old like or like those
Fucking Bose
Xbox.
Old-
Like,
Wait, I have
1970s
new
Army
information. I have new information real quick. My mother just texted me that Dr. Dre is in the hospital because he suffered from a brain aneurysm.
No way!
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh my
you're
God.
joking. You're joking.
No.
You're joking.
I just
You're
received
joking.
a text. Hang on.
Jesus Christ.
Hang on.
Oh yeah. World Star Hip Hop straight up tweeted out, according to reports, Dr. Dre suffered a brain aneurysm in ICU at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. Sources say he suffered the aneurysm last night and was rushed to the hospital where he remains today. We wish him a speedy recovery. That is, like, that's
Bro, we're
that's
5 days
honestly,
in.
like,
We're 5 days
That's
into
scary.
2021.
5
What
days
is
in.
it?
5 days in and we
5
lose
days
Dre. 5 days in and we lose Dre. I'm gonna kill myself. That's it.
I
Goodbye.
will do it. I will kill myself.
Next thing you
know
know, we're
what?
gonna lose Ice
What I'm
Cube.
gonna
That's
do?
not allowed.
I'm gonna spend the fucking money that I've got from my job and everything. I'll buy every single Bugga piece of merchandise, every single one,
If Dr. Dre dies.
Do it.
and I won't buy it for a retail price. I'll buy the goddamn $200 box thing, and I'll say I'll give you $300 for it,
So,
and I'll just kill myself with every single cord of all that shit if it doesn't
I
break.
think you just
Because
not
even the
do
cords
that.
suck.
Yeah, that's if the cords actually
So-
stay intact.
Yeah.
right. As if they don't, like, snap like paper. Just
No, that's the thing. Back to the testing
Pull
the
them apart like
headset.
fucking
The
Twizzlers.
microphone actually
All you
broke
hear-
the same day.
All you hear is just.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Very cool.
Shut
Oh,
up, all
God.
4 of you.
Okay.
No, but I'm not
You
gonna
know
lie.
what? I'll shut myself up.
He server muted himself.
Don't.
No, but like in all sincerity,
Let me
like
get back here.
the microphone broke the same day, like 10 minutes from using it.
That's tragic.
One of the I'm just gonna call them speakers because they're so loud and scratchy. One of them just died, and like I don't know about you, but I don't. That's how headsets work. If I'm not
It's
mistaken,
not.
a headset is both connected. So if
Fucking-
one died, the other one's gonna die.
That
You're
reminds me
describing-
of like a pair of earbuds that I got from a dollar store in my town. They were it was literally $1 for a pair of like these little shitty earbuds.
I remember.
I walked out of the fucking store. I had them plugged in. I didn't even I didn't even get out of the fucking front door, and it just stopped working.
Amazing.
And I was like, okay.
They're like from this stupid.
Wait,
they're like from
why
this
is Kanye
unknown
West
company.
trending?
Wait.
Kanye West is always
didn't
trending.
he? Oh,
Kanye
wait,
West
no, I
and
think
Kim
I know why.
Kardashian are
Because
getting a
Kanye.
divorce.
Again?
Oh, it's not even that.
Again?
Again?
Now, here's what I thought Kanye West would be trending for. So recently in the media, apparently from what I read, with all of the in-project games with Nintendo, Kanye West reached out to basically the CEO of Nintendo and been like, "Hey, can we get a Kanye West game?" And the
Said no.
CEO of Nintendo just went, "No, heart emoji."
No.
No heart emoji.
That's
I don't
basically
know why,
how it
but
went.
Kanye really wants to just be involved in absolutely everything.
He just wants
Like, keep in
wants
mind-
his face,
He had a
his name,
Jesus
his money.
awakening,
on
so he thinks he
Soldier
owns
Keep
Boy.
in mind, he actually ran for president.
Yeah.
Like he actually
Yeah.
did.
You know what?
Yeah, Kanye
And
know
West
what his first
2024.
mistake
when I saw him on the list of all
You know
the
what-
candidates, and then I saw him, and I'm like, oh my god, he actually fucking did it.
Actually,
You know
fucking
what,
He
did.
actually did it.
You know what his first mistake was? The iconic
Trying.
well, he started running for president, obviously,
Getting
but the
popular.
second greatest mistake, the iconic quote, "I almost killed my daughter. I
yeah.
almost killed my daughter." Why would you say that?
Yeah,
Why would
you say that?
especially when you have the
If you were almost going
publicity
to kill
you
your
have.
daughter, why wouldn't you kill the rest of the
Keep in
United
mind,
States when you're
I think
on?
he made a
Not a
pair,
very
pair of Crocs.
good abortion
like-
story. If you could
I don't
tell
even
it.
know what they are. I think he made a collaboration with
Thank you.
Crocs. And it looks like a parasite crawling up your foot. I don't like, and he's like asking for like $3,000 for a pair of fucking parasite boots, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Do you remember when he started a GoFundMe for $3.2 billion to get himself out of debt?
He's in debt $3.2 billion.
He was. And then he released
Kill yourself
Jesus
at
is
that
King.
point. At that point, you're just not. You're not succeeding. Just die.
Suffering from
DED
Jake
dead.
Allen suffering from success.
You know what I just realized? We probably shouldn't say the words. Suicide, kill yourself. This might get not only demonetized. This might actually get taken down.
It's alright. Episode 1's off to a great
It's
start.
We have like
We're
a.
33 minutes in.
We're what?
We're 33 minutes in. We've made like.
Oh,
20
Oh
minutes.
yeah,
Ready?
because we took up most of the time talking about Carson.
Yeah.
Not true.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right,
So-
midterm break. If some of us go a little bit silent, it's mainly because we're playing Dragon Ball Legends. This is not sponsored unless you want to sponsor us. This
No.
isn't a request. Give us money or we burn down your facility.
It's a goddamn.
John, stop!
John, shut up.
Hey,
Thank you,
Ted.
John.
Hey, Ted. Did I ever tell you about McDonald's?
Wait,
They're taking
Wait.
ages.
I'm gonna interview you at McDonald's
Give us
right
a
now.
backstory.
Oh,
Okay.
sure, go.
All right. So
Give some
I know you.
backstory
I know you could put a patty together, but have you ever experienced the death or loss of a loved one?
Yes, 2 of them.
Good. That's what you need to serve a Happy Meal.
Oh my, oh my god, I found the secret of McDonald's now.
Oh yeah,
I
what's
They're
that?
honestly
not.
thought
They're
he was
not
about to say.
happy meals because they're
I
happy.
honestly,
They're happy meals because it's depressing. And
When-
also,
when-
when you open the Happy Meal and you see like it's all greasy on the bottom, that's not grease. Those are tears from the employees because they're sad.
as a person who worked in McDonald's, that's actually how it's done. We cry directly into the box. That's why it's so wet on the bottom.
That's
No,
why.
but
That's why
when
every
Ted-
single piece of food in the thing is salty as shit. They just cried
After
all over
you-
the food.
After you asked Ted if he experienced the death of a loved one, or like, and he was like, yeah, and he was like, oh my god, I honestly thought Ted was about, make that 3. I thought it was
Oh,
like I was
shit.
like dad died or something.
Wait, actually, yeah, make that 3.
Dang.
Stop!
That's
No,
rough.
no,
F.
no,
No,
we're
I'm
done.
not kidding.
The bit's
I'm
over.
not
We're
pressing
done.
I'm pressing F.
The bit's over.
I'm pressing F.
Just... It's not
The
working.
viewers can hear my F.
It's not working. Why don't women respect me? I'm pressing F.
Wait, no, that's not what.
That's not how
God
that
damn
works.
it, John.
That's not how that works, bud.
That's not how that works.
You're in the wrong scene.
Cry more.
Do it for
dude.
comedy.
You know
Do
what?
I have to
Speaking
tell them
of
about
jobs,
Cry More now?
How
Do I
about
have to
this?
tell them about
Speaking-
Cry More now?
Do
Speaking of
you want to
jobs.
tell them about Cry More?
You know what? Go
I
ahead.
want
go
to
ahead.
tell them about Cry More.
Then
So
we'll go back
when
to
we
the
were
jobs.
making up, when we were thinking up ideas for the podcast, before all of like our topics and ideas sprouted, we were thinking of like an intro, and like we were even thinking so far ahead as to merch in the future if somehow this podcast blows up, which hopefully it does. One of my favorite YouTubers is a guy by the name of Michael Reeves. I've been subscribed to him for about a year and a half, and
Only a year and a half?
is just he's just the funniest guy. Like, honestly, in my opinion, top 3. Actually, no, he's my number 1 subscriber, or he's my number 1 YouTuber at like right now.
He's the only
and
one
of
that I have
his
notifications on.
FaZe Jev is number 2. So, but that being said, one of his quotes is "Cry more." I heard him say "cry more" a lot in his videos, so I just say "cry more" when someone like gets offended or like they get angry at me. I'll just be like, "Oh, okay, cry more." So like we were thinking of me like kicking it like in a like a suit jacket and tie for the top, and like a pair of like basketball shorts, and me with one leg up, middle finger under the leg, and it's like a vaporwave concept with a wall of "Cry More" in the background. And I was like, that is the best merch idea I have ever thought of. We're making it a reality.
Cry more.
Again, oh god, again with the 14-year-olds.
What?
Call me mommy. You look like you were just born by a sock.
Shut up. Do you want to rephrase that?
Okay,
Shut up,
Do you want to
You guys-
rephrase that?
Ah, these fucking
Hang on.
14-year-olds, man.
Do you guys know that meme going around of a guy that had a cum sock and it had mushrooms?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's
what?
that mushroom.
You guys didn't hear about
Excuse
that?
me?
She's the
You
mushroom.
haven't heard about that? No, there's this dude. I can't remember if it was on Twitter, but he posted a picture saying, "If your cum sock has mushrooms growing out of it, is that a bad thing?"
That's disgusting.
That's awesome.
Oh
No,
god.
and they weren't
That's
like
actually sickening.
small little
There are 2
mushrooms or
people,
something.
Austin.
They were like almost 10 inches tall. Like they were really tall, goddamn mushrooms.
Yeah, they were
coming
massive.
out
They
of
were
the sock.
crazy.
Ted,
I
you
just
wanna...
saw that, and I'm like,
Anyway, Ted, you wanted to talk about jobs?
No, I think
Oh,
Ted
right.
wants to talk about his lolly hentai adventure.
oh,
What?
hang on.
This video's getting
Hang
taken
on.
down.
I
This
don't
video's
like
getting
that.
taken down.
No, let's
no,
not
hang
do
on.
that on this episode. Let's wait till another episode for that.
So
It's
before we
it's
get
not that I enjoyed it. I just wanted to see the plot. I just wanted to
So,
see why
the
people
plot.
enjoyed that.
Ted
And
watched
that's
Ted die for the
disgusting.
That's
plot.
what they all say.
that's what they all
Everyone
say.
says.
Hey, I watched
So-
the hentai for the plot. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
So before we get into like the funny topics, I want to spark on one more topic before we actually do that. Let's go in depth about the recent adventures of Jake Paul, the Paul brothers. You know, the bad egg of the group. So
Oh, that
recently. So recently, Jake Paul. Let's list off a couple things. Jake Paul
Yeah, you gotta do
has water ballooned. I believe it was Dustin Poirier, which was McGregor's opponent. He actually took out a check of $50 million to challenge McGregor to a fight. Obviously, McGregor said no because what would be the point of just pummeling a teenage kid?
He's just in the ring. He just
Logan-
breathes on Jake, and Jake just passes out.
Can we just give
He
Logan?
just dies on the spot.
Can we just give Logan a little bit of respect for actually setting up the Mayweather fight?
Yeah,
On God,
no,
though.
I'm getting to that. Jake Paul basically went off on not only McGregor for not accepting the fight offer, went off on Poirier just cause, and went off on Dana White for some reason. You know, the head of UFC. And then that's not even it. That's not even it. Jake Paul has also gone online and said that he's basically two-timing his brother because if you have your brother,
and shit, didn't he?
called him a fake fighter, and he basically said that he doesn't believe in his brother for winning the Mayweather fight. He basically said that he's screwed. Like, he steps in that ring, he's screwed. And that's not a very brotherly thing to do now, is it?
It's like
But
a
is he
KSI
wrong?
Deji bullshit going on now.
Right.
Fine, he's
Now,
like the
here's-
pinnacle of an idiot, so I don't
Right.
think it matters.
Here's the big thing. Here's the big thing. If you guys have been keeping up to date on the recent drama, well, it's not so recent now, but Jake Paul threw a slew of parties in the midst of coronavirus and even pissed off the governor and mayor, or governor or mayor of his state. Like, his state's
State of
governor
California, correct?
is pissed at
You
him.
know,
State of
you
California.
suck at life. When
Oh, yeah,
you
and now he's
literally
suddenly
piss
moving
off
out of
an entire
California.
state.
No, yeah. Here's the
Oh.
thing.
How surprising.
I don't know if it's directly correlated. He's moving to Miami.
Yeah,
he's moving
out of
literally
LA.
across the country. And honestly, where else for a person who's absolutely brain dead
Embodies Florida,
than
man.
Panhandle State itself?
But I would love, because in Miami, like a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, nothing else house is like almost 200 grand. I just wish someone just bankrupt his ass and pay like
And then
$5 million for like a 2-room bedroom.
and then you can go and you can go down to you can go to Texas and get like you can get like an 8-bedroom, 12-bathroom
That's not
house
even
for like
that.
14
In
bucks
Colorado,
and a Big Mac wrapper.
like in Colorado,
$14
there
and a
is-
Big Mac wrapper.
Yeah,
in
that's basically how
Colorado, there's
economy works in
actually this
Texas, right?
house. There's this house that I found for $1 million. It has 15 rooms, 7 bathrooms, 4 kitchens, and a 20-car parking garage.
That's a
You
small
see what I
hotel.
mean?
Guys, if this
That's a
podcast
small
blows up, I know
hotel.
what we're getting.
So when we eventually move in, we're either going to Ohio, but if we really want to grow, we're going to Texas to just buy like
Everything's bigger in Texas, Taylor.
7-bedroom house for like $100,000. You know what
Take
else
one
do
of
you
the,
ask
just
for?
take one of the rooms and just fill it full of just shotguns.
No, one of the
Just straight up
bedrooms. One of the bedrooms is going to be our podcast, like a recording room.
And in the background,
Then we're all
just
going to have
a
like
bunch of
personal
shotguns.
setups.
I would
We're
like
gonna
that.
have
A
2 double-barrel
perfect
shotguns
podcast.
as my
A
stream
perfect
background.
podcast room. Just a bunch of shotguns all over the wall. There's like
Let's-
20 of them.
Let's bring it back to job stories.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I have a
Ted,
Any
you go
job
first.
experience? Okay, I'll go first. So it actually happened today. So
Oh no.
Oh no.
Did you get fired?
as you guys don't know, well,
Did
no,
you get fired?
technically no. I work with
Okay.
my mom, so no.
Your
Oh,
mom
wow,
can still
he
fire
did,
you.
baby.
That
Well,
doesn't
true.
stop you. Doesn't stop her.
Look, anyway,
Anyway, let him continue.
I technically work at cleaning Airbnb for this lady that has like 5 houses.
I would
She-
honestly love to
she's
do that.
basically batshit crazy to the point where she'll just throw money at you for no reason.
Damn, sounds
Literally,
like my aunt.
for me
Not
just
mad.
cleaning a grill, and I mean, I didn't even take like 30 minutes cleaning the grill. She paid me $200 for that alone, and then she gave me an extra $100 for just cleaning the rest.
What? I was eating a Pringle.
Then something happened today. So I found on the job, just
So
as it turns out,
looks like-
someone took the Airbnb.
Thank you,
Oh,
Tyler.
go on.
You're welcome.
Okay, there you go.
No, Tyler was playing a video of something.
Oh, okay. So as it turns out, people took the Airbnb around New Year's. So it was like the week of New Year's or something like that. The house
Right.
had over 30 people in it, and
Oh.
that wasn't allowed. The only thing that you can do, the one rule that's really specific, is you can only take 8 people plus yourselves. So
Yeah,
it has
coronavirus.
it has to be 8 people
9
only.
people.
There you go. You got 30. Why not?
Oh.
We found over 17 just caps of champagne and all that shit. We found 20 condoms used, by the way.
So the Misfits came to Puerto Rico. Got it.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah. We found that. We found a single bagel in the fridge. The whole fridge was empty. There was just a single bagel in the fridge.
Bagel.
You eat it?
Why did you move the bagel from its home? It was chilling.
No, we left.
Trying to live, man.
We left it there. It's still there.
Good.
Heard.
The bagel's just still in the fridge. I think it's growing mushrooms out of it, though. I don't know. It was
Oh.
kind of like funky
Come
looking.
suck.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, and my mom was too disgusted by the condoms, so it was up to me to pick up 20 used condoms.
Did you wear a glove?
Did you eat them?
No, I'm not gonna
Did you eat them?
John. I'm not gonna eat them.
Did you wear
Why
them like a
not?
glove?
So, no.
Oh, disappointed.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Okay, yeah, not this time. Anyway, not the point. The point is, one of the condom was inside the grill,
How?
How?
like in the barbecue grill, like it was in
Why?
the barbecue
How?
grill.
Did he have sex
don't
with the
know.
grill?
He fucked the grill.
Maybe, I don't know.
You're
They
gonna
were
have
like
little
drunk
mini
as
camp
shit.
girls
They
coming out
had
of
they
it.
have like over 10 bottles of wine, and I swear to God, the trash can, which by the way, it's a heavy duty fucking like 20-gallon trash can, was full to the brim with just beer cans.
Holy
Sick.
shit, that's a lot.
And then we found a condom in there, so I guess someone was so horny they fucked the grill and the trash can.
Listen, my friend texted me last night. He was at work and he's like, "Dude, I'm so fucking horny. There's a toaster in the break room. I'm about to stick my dick in it." I was like, thank you, Zane.
Okay, it's a stolen meme, but I don't care. They're gonna make a paninis.
Oh,
I've never
off
heard
topic. Off topic, but also on topic. Do you guys remember how devastating, like how hard Gordon Ramsay tore apart that girl who made a steak in her toaster?
Yeah.
No.
I love
Oh
Gordon
my
Ramsay.
God.
Gordon Ramsay's
That
great.
girl
Such
will
a
never
good
cook
dude.
again.
He goes off.
Oh,
I like his
exactly.
TikToks.
Gordon Ramsay just doesn't care. You can be 7 years old and you can make like your first ever cupcake, and it's actually the best cupcake ever. And he's like, "You're 7, you shouldn't cook. Fuck off."
You need salt.
You're seven, and you're irrelevant. Bye.
You're 7, go
You're
away.
7 and you're irrelevant. And then you just hear this. Just slap the meat.
You heard
Ears
nothing.
slap.
It just went silent.
I know, and I
Oh
hate it.
yes, I love when I hear.
Alright, I got a really funny story.
All right.
Alright.
Go ahead.
I was working at there's this place. It was literally like off-brand Walmart. And it was called
Publix.
Shopko
Cookie
Hometown.
Mart. Oh.
Oh,
It was
I
called
thought it was
Shopko
Walmart.
Hometown.
I thought it was
And,
Walmart.
I was a customer service representative there. So pretty much checkout guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy at the cash register.
Mm-hmm.
This one time it was getting
cashier. You don't need to be
cash register, McDude. Fuck you, John. Suck my dick. Anyway, so I'm sitting there. It's like 9:30 at night. We are so close. I'm getting ready to fucking close down the register and go clock out because I was supposed to be off by like 10.
Yeah.
This couple comes in with a shit ton of like children's pants, and they had too.
Had a receipt.
So they're like, hey, can we return all these? Because all the tags were still on there and everything. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Gives me something to do for the next fucking half hour. So I'm sitting there scanning everything, and fucking, I get through all the pants that go to Shopko, and I'm looking at the last pair. You wanna know what the fucking tag was on it?
What?
It was Kohl's.
Amazing.
Awesome.
They tried to
spit on their
return
shoes and punch them.
They tried to return a Kohl's fucking pair of pants to Shopko, and I'm like, I can't scan this. They're like, well, why not? And I'm like, because it's fucking Kohl's. This isn't a Kohl's now.
Or
I'm wearing a bright green shirt that says Shopko, not Kohl's. I was so
business
done.
casual, you know.
All right, so
Christmas
since
casual.
we're all doing,
What?
Christmas casual all the
Christmas
time.
casual.
All the time.
so since
Wait,
we're
are we
doing
rolling?
job stories. Oh God, Ted,
Shut up,
joke,
Tyler and I have some
joke,
pretty good
Ted
ones.
joke.
Considering we're
Yeah,
working
I was
in a
about to say
restaurant.
you guys go because
Yeah.
my job story is basically how I got fired.
Okay,
from
Tyler,
McDonald's.
you want to go first, and I'll tell everybody about what happened today.
Are we letting John go first about how he got fucking
you go
fired?
first.
Oh no,
he's
you
going-
guys can
he's
go.
going
Mine
last.
is like the shining finale.
Okay.
The
So
shining
I have a
finale?
story one day. I don't know if you were working. I don't remember. But there were these two women who were sitting at a table just eating dinner. And one of them was definitely on something. We don't know what it was, but they were definitely on something. She would lay down in her booth, act like she was picking something up, take her another 5 minutes to like sit back up. She went to the bathroom one time, and a couple of our coworkers followed her in there just to see what was up. And apparently she was like talking to herself. They heard her like wince or something, like she was
Just a
in
banshee
pain from
scream?
something.
A banshee scream comes from
She
the
just
bathroom.
That's a
straight up
heroin
powdered-
addict to the
Yes,
Applebee's.
nah, bro.
So, like,
straight up
doing straight
powdered
meth.
donut.
Yeah,
No, it was
something
it
like
was
that.
a powdered donut, but just full of fucking Coke instead of fucking powder.
And, like,
it was just Coke.
The part that tops it all off is, I don't doubt this for a second either, is they were claiming that they were businesswomen who each owned 3 separate companies and had one large corporation together. And I don't doubt it because of, one, how they were dressed, what they were getting, how much money they were fucking spending. It was the weirdest shit. And when we could see her like stumbling to try to get back because the bathroom's on the other side of the restaurant from where they were seating. Austin, they were sitting in the 80s.
Oh no. So next.
Yeah,
to
they
the
were
front
sitting
door for
at they were
relative
sitting at
position.
82. Yeah, they were sitting right next to the front door, and the bathrooms are right next to the car side door, which is towards the back near the kitchen. So we could like see her stumbling. She goes down the ramp. She almost falls over at least 3 different times. Starts
Falls
like
over
looking
five.
around like she's completely lost, like she's in the most foreign environment she's ever been in. And we almost had to like kick her out. And like we were trying to like rush her out because like she wasn't really causing a scene, but like there were children there who were seeing someone just like laying down in their booths as a grown ass woman. And it was just
Now-
the weirdest thing.
I feel like if you would have tried to kick them out, they pulled the card of "I'm doing nothing wrong," and technically they aren't unless they're causing like a mass disturbance. I don't think you can like properly kick them out, and like I said, unless they're causing like a mass disturbance, like they're actually like they're taking food off of other people's plates, shoving it down their pants, and telling them to kick it as hard as they can.
Oh, we've had
What the
people
fuck?
shit on the floor before.
Heroin, doing heroin in the
nice.
Applebee's bathroom.
Oh, Austin, you remember what just happened the other day too?
What?
Wait, I don't know if you were working.
Was it on Saturday?
I think so.
Yeah, no,
There
I
was
wasn't
the
there.
cops got called twice.
No, I was there
I'm
because the dude
sorry?
that like clicked his heels and started jumping on cars and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he jumped on a fucking car. He was in our goddamn dumpster.
But then again, Haley blows a lot of things out of proportion. He was basically pacing outside the restaurant in like the to-go parking lot, just like clicking his heels and screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm excited to go to
Ohio now.
Oh, it's great. It's Crackhead Central.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's a fantastic adventure over here.
Bro, it'd be fun.
He was just getting his
I live next to
cardio
Hamilton. Everybody knows about
Good old
Hamilton.
Hamiltucky.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a girlfriend that lived in Hamilton, and she cheated on me with her cousin, so it fits.
Wait. My girlfriend cheated on me with a coworker who's apparently a U.S. I don't even know he's 0-7.
We're just gonna completely ignore the fact that he just said it's okay. Yeah, I had a girlfriend. She cheated on me with her cousin. So like,
with the cousin.
Yeah, with the cousin.
Yeah, sounds normal.
It wasn't bloodline, but it's still a cousin.
For Hamilton, it's completely normal.
It's completely normal.
That's the fact.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
All right, Austin. I was about to say.
Yeah, my story starts off today. It was around, I don't know, 7 o'clock. And we had this couple walk in, right? And I already knew they were on something because when the dude walked in, he threw up a peace sign and said, "Hey, what's up?"
Does that mean I'm on something? Because I do that in every room I walk into.
No, because he slurred his words. He's like, "Hey,
choking on his own tongue."
And I already knew something was up with them because the chick as well. She just screams crackhead. Just look at her face. I mean, by God. So I was the host, so I sat them down at a table. I gotta piss, so I went to the bathroom, right? Dude that I just sat comes into the bathroom. I'm washing my hands. He comes up to the sink and he starts washing his hands, right? He takes the paper towels, starts undoing his belt at the sink and just shoving these paper towels in his pants, and I'm like, cool.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, no, I was too. So
I would just be like, you know what? I quit here. Work for me. I would just give him my
I'm
whole...
done. I'm done.
Listen, I've been trying to walk out for a while. If this doesn't make me walk out, I don't know what will. Anyway, so I go up to my manager and I'm like, "Hey, we got meth heads, 12 o'clock, right?" My manager's like, "Okay, we'll keep an eye on them." They paid their bill, and they had Cameron as their server. And Cameron walks up to me. He's like, "Wow, I'm surprised they spent their crack money on me." Right? Okay,
God,
so
damn, okay.
the what they would do is like they would get up, they would do what that one lady was doing. They would lay down on the booth and act like they're picking up something. They sat on the same side, but when they did that, they would be on opposite sides. So it was just completely weird. But one dude was like, at one point, he was standing like in the middle of the walkway, and he was like doing a little dance. He was singing. He went up to one of the TVs and he started just yelling at it and shit like that. And I was like, "What is going on?" Like, what is going on?
Would do in general.
And I'm not even kidding. Yeah. 15 minutes later, after all this is happening, the Starbucks next to the Applebee's catches on fire.
Yeah.
Wait.
He sends me a video of just like 5 or 6 fucking fire trucks.
6 fire trucks, 2 ambulances, and 3 fire rescues in the Starbucks parking lot.
I'll just call that.
John, I think that's probably better than your fucking getting fired.
Listen,
that topped it. We should have ended it off with you. You should have told us that a Starbucks caught fire.
Like I went outside and I
would have totally told everyone how I got fired. If I could have known that our shining achievement would be a Starbucks caught on fire.
So we're just thinking that the meth heads committed arson at Starbucks.
That was it. They just casually committed arson.
You could literally look into the Starbucks drive-through window and you could see it was smoky in there. I mean, there was no doubt it was on fire. There weren't any visible flames. And
I would.
Wait, hang on. Here's the best part. As soon as all the fire trucks left, the Starbucks light came on, and 3 people were already in the drive-thru.
Yeah, and I went to go visit him at work because he was bugging me about like coming to see him at work and shit.
It was a great night.
There was a fucking line. The sign was still on. There was people going in and out like nothing had just happened. And then as soon as I pull up, another fire truck just goes down the road, sirens on and everything, and that was the only thing that I saw. And I'm just like, what is happening tonight?
I just wanted to know why they had 6 fire trucks at a Starbucks. It's not even 1,200 square feet.
Right.
Hey, man.
There were more fire
Nobody
trucks than there was
do, man.
Starbucks.
Their train of thought. Their train.
You want to know what was happening that night? It's
Listen,
funny.
one fire truck is
You wanna
more
know-
than more Starbucks.
More than the entirety
You
of that
wanna know-
Starbucks.
Yeah.
You want to know what was happening that night? It's called You Live in Ohio.
Yeah.
You should see
Thank
that.
you.
You live in Ohio.
Hey, right?
Thank you, John.
Yeah, sounds about right.
We live in West.
I mean,
Thank
one
you,
day
John.
we're all
Very
going to be
cool.
living in
In
Ohio.
my case,
We're all gonna be living in
Everywhere.
Ohio.
Yeah,
Literally,
Denver, baby.
I would
Everywhere's
actually,
Ohio.
Everywhere in Ohio.
I would actually just imagine both crackheads. They just committed arson. They're like, "Hey, yo, I'm hungry. You want to go eat? Okay."
You go and get some.
We just burned down
Hey,
Starbucks,
oh,
so there goes
you
that
want-
idea.
you want some Applebee's?
What's up?
Dude, you
Hey,
want
what's
fuck?
Yo, and also when they were pulling out of the parking lot, dude hopped in the back of his car and like you could see the car shaking, so he was doing something. I don't know what he was doing.
Oh no!
But then he hopped in the driver's seat and he like circled around. There's like this little divider that divides our parking lot. He circled around it like 3 different times and then parks in one of the handicapped parking spots. His girlfriend gets out of the car, comes in, grabs something off the table, and then they just leave. Nobody saw them again. We didn't see them pull out of the parking lot. We didn't see nothing.
They just disappear into reality.
Yeah, they
all you hear when they go out.
They
All
just
you hear when they
despawn.
get in the car. No, all you hear when you
They
get
weren't
when they
within a
get in their car
1,500
is just
block radius.
all you hear is just, and they're gone.
That we're in a goddamn creative mode in Minecraft
Hey,
server.
also, can I just say, if anybody's going to sponsor us, it's probably going to be Peace Tea or Arizona Tea,
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
spend
Oh,
way
dude, I'm
too
down
much
for
money
that.
on them.
Or Monster, or Red Bull, or Monster,
Bro, yeah.
That
Just
would be dope.
anything that has to do with food.
or
Yeah.
energy
Yeah.
drinks. Yo, you want to know what? No, our best
Yo,
bet.
Bagel Bites.
I think
sponsor
we
me,
all
you know
should.
what's up.
I
No,
need the pizza
I
roll
think we all
sponsorship.
should,
Cheetos.
like actually
G-Fuel.
G-Fuel.
G Fuel, yes.
Like I've
I love
always,
G Fuel.
yeah,
I
we
stand
should-
by G Fuel.
Dude, honestly, G Fuel. I've never had it, but I know I love it. If that makes sense.
Right.
What?
Man.
No,
Like-
you've had G Fuel, Tyler. You've had some of mine.
No, I
before.
haven't.
You've had some of mine
No.
before. Yes.
You
Oh,
refused to
guys.
let me have some before.
No, I
Guys.
didn't. I gave you some.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I don't mean to change the
Tyler's
subject like
just
this,
completely offended.
but I made
Poor.
a tweet last night.
Crumbs.
I found this TikTok page, and she's literally like a power lifter, and
Oh, real
And,
sorry.
What you're talking about.
I simp for real life Zarya, dude.
I saw the
Oh,
I
she
saw
could
your
step
duet
on
last
me.
night.
She could step on me, and I would apologize.
No, she would step on you and you
Please
would just
spit on
die
me.
because if she's a
Yeah.
power lifter, she's probably like 200-300 pounds.
Spit
No,
on me,
no,
I'll
she's
apologize.
rich. She's jacked.
She's fucking dude. She's built.
Yeah,
Austin, do you see why I simp, Austin?
Yeah, I see why
It's
you
just-
simp.
it's
I saw
just-
your duet last night.
Did you send it to
You
the
just
group
ditch
chat?
whatever.
Sky,
No.
you did that video and I'm like, oh, wait, what's this video about? I click on the account and I just see this buffed of a woman just staring
This
at me and I'm like,
beast of
she
a
can
lad.
beat my ass. She can just beat my ass.
She would rail me.
That, like instead of thinking, oh, she's cute, oh, she's pretty, oh, whatever. Nah,
No,
bro.
she's built.
First thing that came into mind is
Nah,
like,
bruh.
damn, she can beat my ass.
Nah, bruh.
She'll look at me the wrong way and I'll have to go to the hospital.
Exactly. Would I be mad? No.
Absolutely not.
You know what? I would apologize if I was in the hospital
I
because
would
they had to do like surgery in my
I'll pay
skull
for your
because
hospital
She
bills
like busted.
And mine after seeing you.
and mine.
No, I'm not even kidding. I would actually apologize and pay, and and I would pay her all the money because she busted my
Yeah.
fucking skull and they had to do surgery on it.
just by looking at you.
Nah, bro, not even that. She threw like a $100 like £100 fucking dumbbell at me with
Just
one
completely
finger.
effortlessly.
With
Like a
one
fucking
finger, she just
baseball.
chuck it.
Died.
This fucking
died,
baseball
ripped, died
pitch is a
from rib.
dumbbell.
The first thing I see is the dumbbell. When I blink, I'm in the hospital.
I see a
Rip,
bright
died from
white
rib.
light over me.
I'm on the operating
It's like,
table.
wait, what happened?
It's 3 months later.
I just wake up from a coma next year.
And then she's looking
Yo,
at
it's
you all
me
pissed,
up,
and
2020.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. Here, I'll pay the surgery. Here, just take my money. You know that Futurama meme from Fry? Shut up and take my money.
Look, I may be a dominant person, but no.
Just
No.
No.
Oh, God.
Just no.
It's just for some reason, like my TikTok is just full of buffed ass women, and I'm like, what the?
What are you
Is this
into?
But are you
I
mad
don't
about
know.
it?
Apparently, I'm into buff ass women, bro.
Ted's a bottom.
What about it?
What about it?
This guy has finally made a decision for their life.
Out of nowhere, I'm just on the For You, and I just see
That
I
and
just see this,
other
this,
Ohio friend.
I don't know, this like this tattooed chick, and when I mean she's
Are you talking
buff,
about
I
Leah?
mean she's like, no, I don't think so.
No,
I don't know.
I was talking to
Not me.
to
I-
Sky.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Other
okay,
Ohio
but, like,
friend.
no cap,
That's
I
what we
just
should
I
don't-
rename
wasn't,
the.
I wasn't trying to drop names, man.
Bro, I check on the For You, I see this girl, and I swear to God, when I mean she's ripped, I mean she's Arnold ripped. Like she.
Good God.
She is.
John just server muted.
John is server muted again.
Get back here.
Stop! I don't want to talk. I leaked names.
That was okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
I am the leak. I am the name leaker.
I
Pretty
mean,
sure they're
Leah's
gonna
gonna
be
join us
okay.
on the podcast anyway, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
Oh God. So are we
compilation
ready?
of Sky being a
To,
simp.
Where
are
did it be
we
six
ready
idiots then?
to top off the?
All right, so Austin, how long
Are
have
we
we been
ready
going for?
Yeah,
It's
how
been
long
1
have we
hour
been
and
going for?
5 minutes.
Dang.
Damn. I think
Damn.
I think
You know
this,
what?
I think this is a good place to end it. I think this is a good place.
Oh,
man.
I wasn't even. I didn't even get to tell my story.
Oh,
how
yeah,
I
you
got
didn't
fired.
Oh yeah, tell your story. Top it
Oh.
off with your story of how to get fired.
No, you know what? No, we're ending
No,
it.
stop
No,
it!
you know what?
Nope, you're telling it now.
Tell the story,
All
John.
right, so basically, to start off, I'm just going to do a too long didn't read or a TLDR. I basically got fired for seeing Dad for days.
Wait, say that again. It kind of cut off.
What happened? You got
What?
Oh, I said I'm going to start off with like a too long didn't read or a TLDR. Basically, I got fired for seeing my dad for the holidays.
Wait.
what?
Oh my.
Cool.
What?
Basically, so like I think it was holidays. And I went up to my manager and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks because I'm going to be seeing my dad for Christmas," which is what I always did up until Corona struck. Haven't done it in 2 years. But he was like, "Okay, I'll put you down on the vacation like slot." I'm like, "Okay." So I go to my dad's, have a good time, come back, and I call the store that I work in, that I was working in. And I was like, "Hey, I'm ready back to work whenever you guys do the schedules next. Just let me know when they're done." The person that I called was like, "Oh, you're not allowed to start working here until you talk to your manager." I'm like, "Okay, why is that?" "Oh, we have no idea. He just really wants to," and then hung up. I'm like, "Oh, well, that's not good."
Interesting.
So like a couple weeks pass, and my store actually sends a piece of paper saying like, "Hey, it says you're still on leave. Would you mind checking off the box of which leave that you're in, or which leave that you're on?" And looking back on it now, the smart idea would be to check off that I'm not on leave and send it back. But I was like, well, I already said that I'm back. Why didn't they write it down? I'm not gonna check off any boxes. Mistake number one. So my school dance rolls around, and my friend pulls me aside and is like, "Hey, this dance sucks. Let's get out of here and just go do something." I'm like, "All right." So me and like 3 or 4 of my other friends are like rolling around town trying to find out what to do, and they just turn to me and like, "I'm kind of hungry," and I immediately know where this is going. So I'm like, "Say it." They're like, "Let's go to McDonald's." I'm like, "God damn it." That's basically how it went. But we go to McDonald's, and one of the people that I actually really like working with was working the cashier. And they were like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while." I'm like, "Yeah, it's just because, I wasn't allowed to work here and be put on the schedule until I talked to my manager." And with the most serious face, without cracking a smile, she looks me dead in the eyes, points to the kitchen, and says, "He's here if you want to talk to him." I'm like, "God
Oh no!
damn it." I'm like, all right,
You're
so
like, fuck.
I tell my friends to go sit on the opposite side of where I wanted to talk to my manager. And the way that our store was set up, we have like 2 sets of doors. Go through the second door, and you take 2 lefts. It's like a wall of windows. And I was like, just in case this is my notice of termination, I want it to be done here so I don't ruin the vibe for my friends. I want to be respectful because we're having a good time. And he comes over, and I'm like, so person I talked to on the phone said I wasn't allowed to start working here until I talked to you. What's going on? The most sus answer to this day that I still look back on, he said, oh, yeah, if you don't work for like 2 weeks or more, our system tries to fire you and forget that you were even working here. That's literally what he said. Literally what he said.
That's some
And
fuck shit.
Right. And at that point, I was like so happy to get an answer. I was like, oh. At that point, I was so happy to get an answer finally. So I was like, oh, thank God. I thought I was getting fired. Blah, 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 blah. Put me on the schedules. Not even that. Put me on the schedules when you get a chance. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll contact you. Never contacted me, by the way. And like 2 weeks after that, they sent me another piece of paper that was like, hey, the last piece of paper that we sent you hasn't been returned yet. If you don't return this paper along with the last paper we sent, we're going to take this as a voluntary termination of your job at the store. And I looked at that paper for a solid 10 seconds and was like, I get bullied I literally got bullied at that job every single day, and they cut my pay. So I used to work 1025, best like for a starting job, best pay you can get, and my highest paycheck was like up in the 400s. My last paycheck before I basically fired myself was $20, and I got paid bi-weekly, which means within 2 weeks I worked 2 hours. And I'm like, if I was living on my own, that would not even support me food wise or gas wise. So I was like, I looked at that piece of paper for 10 seconds, and I was like, I get bullied every time I walk into that store, and I get paid like horrible hours thanks to Corona. I think I'll be better without it.
Yeah.
And now that I look back on it, I really should have sent that piece of paper back. I really should have.
Yikes.
Just a blank piece.
That's
like
awful.
genuinely, my setup would be dramatically improved if I would have kept that job.
I mean, hey, as long as the setup works, though.
Right.
No, this setup is trash. Like I think Tyler was
Starbucks.
Before Austin came in. I was trying to set up Discord, and my computer has a tendency to just not open Discord sometimes. So I had to restart my PC, and when it was finally booted on, it took an extra 5 minutes for everything to finally catch up to speed, and I can actually do stuff. I do not like this PC.
We're building you.
If I could change it out, I would.
But you have to pay me back.
You know what? Yeah, no, that was the plan. That was the plan.
Sky,
from, like,
I swear to God, if you pay me.
I'm going to.
No.
I will pay you for Sky. How about that? I will pay you double for Sky.
You won't.
I'm
pretty sure Austin won't accept it. So
I probably
Sky can
won't
just pay
anyway.
us back in food.
Do you want to know how much
I'm not
Sky's
gonna pay
PC is going to cost?
$40.
Sky's PC is going to cost around $2,100.
I'm not going to pay you $4,000 for a $200 PC. That's just not how money works.
No. I would ask you for the price of your PC plus like $100 for the labor that I'm going to go through, because it took when I transferred my cases, it took me 6 hours to do it, and my fingers still hurt.
Little bitch. I was just get tougher fingers, idiot.
All right. Austin, what's the time?
The time is 1 hour and 13 minutes. 10:45.
Oh,
wow! For our
Hell
first
yeah! Look
episode,
at
man.
us.
Let's go. You know what? I'm gonna say it right now. I have a good feeling about this podcast.
Yes.
Whether it blows up or not, this is fun.
This is.
In the words of Swagger, this 2021 is gonna be fucking lit.
Yup.
We will see you in the next. We will see you in the next podcast.
Bro, you fucking
I hate
Shut up,
it.
Ted.
Shut up, Ted.
I
Thank
hate
you.
it.
Fucking
All
do
right.
it too.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in on to this episode of the Five Idiots podcast. It has been a pleasure to be here with you. I absolutely hope you guys have a great day or night or whenever the fuck you're listening to this. We'll see you next week.
When
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
jacking off or whatever. Yeah.
Always.
I'm calling you out,
If you're on the
Michael.
toilet, on your bed, in
Oh,
the
you know,
car.
I'm calling you out, Michael.
You know, when
Yeah,
you're
Michael.
finally
Yeah,
Michael.
you.
Yeah, Michael.
Toby, George.
Sam.
You know what? Let's just call out a few people. We got Michael, Toby, George,
And Sam.
Ezekiel.
And Sam.
Ezekiel.
Yeah,
Ezekiel.
and
Fucking
Yeah,
Sam.
Ezekiel,
and Sam.
man. It's Sam. The last one's Sam.
Last one is always Sam.
Yeah,
All right.
That's what I always
Fucking
say.
Well,
bitch.
This is a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye
Everybody
from
else
me.
can say goodbye if they want to.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We'll see you in the next episode.
And I
You
hate
better
you,
not
Sam.
get that, or I will show up at your house.
The IRS will.
The IRS will.
The IRS
You
will
have-
come
If you have
punch
a
your
bugger
mom.
product,
The
if you have a
Bugger
bugger
Company
product,
will
say goodbye
punch
to
your
your mother.
mom.
Say goodbye to your
If you
mother.
have-
Oh,
Say goodbye to
God.
your mother.
Say goodbye to
Say
your mother.
goodbye to your mother. All right. All right.
Alright.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next week.